everybody else, I'm going to start by letting them introduce themselves, their positions, and what class they're in.
William Kelly, class 2026, running back.
Carter Smith, class of 2025, center and defensive tackle.
Christian Barrett, class of 2025, wide receiver and DB.
All right. Like you heard, this is my first year at FAMU DRS. So of course, tradition right now isn't what it used to be. I'm a former Rattler, but what we're doing this year, in my first year, is building that tradition. We're trying to set some cornerstones and build some pillars, get some building blocks to build off of for the years to come. We have several young players that will be in vital roles this year. We have about 4 seniors. We're a small school. We have about maybe 35 to 40 players. And that ranges from 9th grade to 12th grade. We do not have a junior varsity, so everybody that is at our school will be playing varsity as far as high school is concerned. We do have the transfers that have come in, so we'll be looking to build upon what we had last year. Last year was a pretty rough season. We won no games, scored 4 touchdowns. So this year we're looking to do a lot better, especially on the offensive end. We had some defensive success last year, but this year offense, we'll be expanding our range as far as the running game, the passing game. We got a returning quarterback. We have one returning Will himself. He's a 9th grader coming in. We have the luxury of being K through 12, so he was able to play varsity last year. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but we're prepared. We've done our thing in the weight room, and we feel good, confident going into the next season.
Jack Williams from the Tallahassee Democrat here. What's it been like coming into this program and, taking over a program that did have a rougher year last year and kind of rebuilding things? What's that process been like?
To be honest, an absolute pleasure. Sometimes you may think coming into a program you want to inherit something that is already established. Not so much the case. Like I said, I'm a former Baby Rattler, and it does my heart good to know that I'll be a part of, rebuilding this team's legacy. The success that we have this year is going to be great because we started off at the bottom so low. So we'll celebrate the small victories in whatever we do, and we'll just build on it continuously.
And being a part of this program, this program has had a legacy as well. And being part of that end of it as well. What have you learned from that legacy that has been at FAMU DRS and kind of rebuilding as well? What have you learned from, that history?
Well, actually being a part of the history. FAMU High's last state championship came the year before I transferred over to FAMU High. And then we repeated and went back to the state championship in 2008, my junior year. So, I know and I understand what it takes to get to that big game. Hopefully this time, I'll be in the coach's end of it and we'll come out victorious. However, it's pure joy to be able to give back and to be able to come back to this dynasty, because a lot of the kids, throughout all the schools, they don't really understand the rich tradition of FAMU High. However, it is there. The coaches definitely, especially being from the area, they'll understand what FAMU High stands for. However, we're really trying to get back to being contenders with whoever we play and being, major factors in the football community.
Question for the guys on the stage here. What's this process been like? And having a new coach come in, and I guess how's it been different from, in the past and preparing for the regular season?
It's been a great experience over the summer. Been putting work in and getting ready for the next season. I was really focused on the last season, what happened. I was focused on the season ahead of us.
It's been good. Coach been working us hard. Last season we didn't have a good season, but we're looking to do better this season and get better.
We've just been getting better. We've been in the lab and just working.
By the lab, they mean, that's what we call the weight room.
Dominic Burnett, WCTV. Just philosophically, is there anything that you really were kind of emphasizing to implement into on the football field, offensively, defensively, or was it more just a culture thing coming into your first year, trying to establish, what's the expectation when you wear the uniform?
Well, X's and O's, they pretty much stay the same. Wherever you go, if the next team can't stop it, you can run it all day long. You can know what we're running, but if you can't stop it, you can't beat us. So, like you said, philosophically, it's the majority of it has been building that culture. Our mascot is Rattlers, but I tell them all the time, I'm building dogs. I need you to have the dog mentality. I need you to come out, you be rough, be bigger, faster, stronger than the next team. We'll be playing both ways, obviously. We're a smaller school. However, whether or not we have 35 or 40, you can only put 11 on the field. So that's been the majority of what I've been preaching throughout this whole off season. I have the luxury of having my own gym. So my guys come to my gym every single day, Monday to Thursday, and they're putting in work. I know these guys on the stage have added about 70 pounds to their maxes on bench press. That's a major feat for us, for a school that has had no tradition of even having a weight program. Even when I was there, we went off sheer athleticism and recruiting, guys from other sports, basketball players, baseball players, track athletes to play football. And we had success because of the work and the effort that was given. But now we're taking that a step higher, working a little bit harder and at, building that weight room culture, which is a major pillar for any football program.
Yeah, and how excited are you just to get your tenure underway and, coach your alma mater? I mean, that's got to be a great feeling.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to be on the sideline. I have several of my former teammates that'll be on the sideline with me. So, it's a band of brothers. Once you build that bond with those guys, you have it forever. And that's one of the things that, my school, other schools, they'll learn as they grow older that the guys that they're in the trenches with today, those will be the guys that they call when they need anything in life later on. You need a job, you need a ride, your car broke down, whatever it is, you'll be leaning on those teammates for the rest of your life. Those are your friends. Who you build that bond with, those are your brothers. So I can't wait to be on that sideline once again with my former teammates, my brothers, some of my coaches. The legendary Coach Williams, he's there in the back. He's one of my senior assistant coaches. And I just can't wait. It's going to be a great thing to be on that sideline once more in the orange and green.
This is a question for the student athletes. It's always difficult to go through a head coaching transition. It's also difficult to try and be a part of a rebuild. What's the one thing that you guys are excited about, or what is the one what is one goal that you have for yourself and for your teammates going into this season?
One goal that I got going for myself and my teammates for this year, win games. Because last year, it was a rough season last year. We didn't win no games. This year, trying to go to state.
The same thing like you said, and just getting better as a player and as a leader, and the legacy. Because my granddad and my mom both went to FAMU. My granddad, Arthur, he played at FAMU and was a football coach in Tallahassee. So I just want to build that legacy.
I'm excited about winning games. I just want to win, to be honest.
It's hard losing games. It's hard, being on the team, working day in and day out and not having success, not going into the games prepared, not having that, going into a fight knowing that you're not really ready. This year, that's why we spend so much time in that weight room. That's why we spend so much time doing the X's and O's, because those are the things I tell these guys all the time. You don't win the game on Friday nights. You win the game in the off season. The work that you put in will be displayed on those Friday nights. So these guys have put in tremendous work this offseason, and they'll be prepared. They'll be ready to win some games this year.
Coach, if you could, just speak to the guys on stage, what you're excited to see them do, obviously throughout the season, but it'd be highlighted on Friday nights.
Well, that's an easy one. Right here on my right, Christian Beard, young guy. He'll be a sophomore. You see he's about 6'3" right now. He was that tall last year. So, you know, he'll be doing nothing but growing, getting bigger, faster, and stronger. At the beginning of the season, you know, I still work out with these guys. We were running up hills. We're talking on the side. And, you know, I was kind of pulling away. Now, I'm about to stop racing these guys up here because I don't like to look bad. So today, you know, he put on a show. That's something that I can look forward to. Him having that dog, that mentality that, you know, we were talking about earlier. He plays receiver, he plays DB. He's a huge DB, you know. So I look forward to seeing, you know, how he plays the position at this size. On my left, we have Carter. Carter will be playing center, and he'll also be playing some nose guard for me. So I look forward to seeing him. His prowess is crazy. He came over to us, you know, this summer, and he's been working like a dog all summer long. His body has changed in the last 2 months tremendously. He's gotten faster, he's gotten stronger as well. So I can't wait to see him on the offensive line, but that defensive line, you know, I think that's where his strong suit will be. My guy William, he's young. We were just discussing him. He'll probably be benching 400 pounds by his 11th grade year. He's, you know, we're working on his flexibility right now. At the beginning of the summer, he couldn't touch his toes. Right now, he's touching his toes. We got him about to start yoga classes and everything. So he's a big little kid, and we look forward to him getting, you know, being stronger, running the ball for us, and he has nothing but time. So each one of these guys have their different elements that they bring to the team, and it'll be exciting for me as a coach to, you know, build upon what these guys, you know, the work that they're putting in.